Hello, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about another story from the Old Testament. We've moved on from Joseph now, and we're going to start talking about a man named Moses. So stay with me, and I'll be right back, and we'll start our study about Moses. Okay, our lesson is going to be, in our first story about Moses, is called Jochebed, the brave mother of Moses. And we're also going to be starting a new book in the Old Testament called Exodus. And this story can be found in Exodus chapter 2, verses 1 through 10. When Pharaoh saw how strong his servants, the Hebrew men, had become, he made a rule to get rid of all the baby boys before they grew stronger than his army. He sent his soldiers to find all the baby boys in the Hebrew families. The families were sad when the soldiers came to take their babies away. Jochebed loved her new little baby boy. She prayed God would keep her baby safe so he could grow up and be a man of God. She knew that God would hear her prayers. Jochebed hid her baby boy from the soldiers, but as he got bigger, he was harder to hide, and he began to cry loudly. Soon the soldiers would hear him. "I'll make a basket of bulrush to float him down the river," she said. "God, please keep him safe," she prayed. She sent the baby's sister, Miriam, to watch him. Pharaoh's daughter and her servants found the Hebrew baby and felt sorry for him because he was hungry and crying. "Shall I get a Hebrew mother to feed him?" asked Miriam. "Yes, I will pay her to look after him, and I will call him Moses," said the princess. So Moses' brave mother looked after her own baby. She always thanked God for keeping him safe. Okay, our story pages came from the Free Bible Images by Jill Kemp and Richard Gunther. All right, so we are starting a new study in a new book in the Old Testament, in Exodus. We just finished Genesis. And in Exodus, we're going to be learning about somebody new named Moses. And our lesson today was about when Moses was just born. He was a little bitty baby. And the Pharaoh, he noticed that all the Hebrew men, because Moses was a Hebrew, they were growing stronger and stronger, and there was more and more of them. So he decided that he would get rid of the baby boys that were Hebrews. That way they couldn't grow up to be strong men. And so he sent out his workers to go around and take all the baby boys away from the families. This made a lot of people really sad. And Moses' mother, she hid Moses so they couldn't find him. But then he started getting a little bit bigger and his cries were a little bit louder. So she decided that she needed to hide him somewhere and do something different to keep him safe. So she made a basket out of bulrush and she put him in the river. She put him in the basket, and then she put the basket in the river, and the basket floated down the river. But while it was floating, Moses' sister named Miriam was on the bank of the river watching to make sure that the basket kept floating and that nothing happened to little Moses. And he kept floating down the river, and finally the river led to where a princess lived. And she happened to be in the water that day, and she saw the basket, and she heard him crying, and she picked him up, and she felt sorry for him. And actually, that's how he got his name. She called him Moses, because that means out of the water. And so Miriam went to the princess and said, "Would you like me to find somebody to take care of him?" And the princess said, "Yes, I need somebody to do that." And so Miriam went back and got her own mom, who was actually Moses's own mom, to take care of him. And so Moses's mom actually got to take care of him while he was growing up. But they lived in the same palace that the princess lived in. So that's where our story leaves off today. And we will continue studying more about Moses. There's a lot of interesting stuff about him, kind of like Joseph. A lot of information. And we can't cover it in one day, so we'll keep doing a little bit every week. It was good to spend some time with you, and I hope to see more of you in our class on Sunday at 9:30 in the big room, and then in kids worship at 10:15 in the big room. Charlie and I are doing kids worship again, and we're also doing the class. The class is combined, so we hope to see you there. I miss not seeing those that aren't there, and I'm happy I do get to see those that do come. So I will talk with everyone later. I still miss everyone, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.